Let's discuss.
Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another video, and today I'll be checking out a new song from the Devil Wears Prada called Ignorance. It is taken from the upcoming deluxe version of Color Decay that will be out on May 5th. This is the second new track off of the deluxe version. I did Reaching on the channel when that came out. There's going to be some acoustic versions, some remixes, but this is the only other new track coming off the deluxe version. So I'm very excited to check it out. Reaching has sat well for me, but I've not been replaying it as much as like my favorites off the record or anything like that. Still an album I'm going back to. We're obviously not that far out from it, but I think it will stay on rotation for quite some time from me. Very happy with this. Anyway, Devil Wears Prada, phenomenal band. I've talked a lot about them on the channel at this point, how long I've been listening to them, all that stuff, so really not a ton more I need to say. I will link all of their social media as well as the music video I'll be using in the reaction portion of this in the description. Other than that, I'm going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it.
Help me, I need to get past this. I crave innocence.
Going for the sad. Oh, weird little transition. Damn, if I had been listening to this at 16 years old and told this is the Devil Wears Prada, I'd be like, liar.
If I told myself that I'd be here when I was 22, I'd swear it wasn't true. There's no sense in it. Wide awake, difference. This hotel room, it feels like a tomb.
Man, some spicy little transitions on this. I like them.
Help me, I need to get past this. I crave it.
Ooh.
Wish I could say that it's blue, but it's better than this. But it's better than this.
Oh.
But it's better than this.
The Devil Wears Prada, Ignorance. Let's discuss. This is interesting to me because it certainly has that emotive quality that is present on the record on, I don't want to list off all the tracks because there are quite a few of them, but while it has that quality to it, it also has certain aspects of it that give it like this upbeat, almost like pop punk sort of feel, which I do feel is a bit different for the Devil Wears Prada. While they have expanded their sound, and obviously they've been a band for a very long time, they've matured their sound a lot, which you can, I think Color Decay is the most evident example of that, though Z2 was a really neat kind of combination of looking back at their old sound and incorporating their newer sound into that. Color Decay felt like it really showcased what they're doing and what they're interested in, but I didn't feel like there was really a whole lot of that on the record, so it does pique my interest to kind of get that vibe from this song, because I think that it could just be a one-off for the deluxe, or that could be an indicator that going forward they may try some stuff that's a bit different as well. But it wasn't too heavy, so I went through a very intense pop punk phase when I was like 17, 18, 19. That was heavy on the rotation for me, but not something I really revisit so more. The most I'll really do is like the Story So Far's discography, and really that might be all that I regularly revisit. Of course, there's nostalgic stuff that I jump back to. This week I've been listening to Handguns, and sometimes I'll do that sort of stuff nostalgically, but in terms of what I'm keeping track of, what I'm keeping tabs on with new stuff, I don't listen to a ton of pop punk. But the way this is done and kind of saturated with the more emotive pieces of it, the catchiness is still there in the chorus. Like, it still feels very the Devil Wears Prada in walking away from it. Like, that chorus, it was great, but it also has some of the progression that I feel like I really enjoyed about Salt. It's a lot of different pieces, some that feel a little different, some that feel very in line with Color Decay. So I think that's really neat. It's definitely Reaching and this track are interesting deluxe songs, because I feel like with this one especially, it does its own thing, but a really good job of, again, tying in what's already been laid out with the album. I do feel like of the two, I'm not sure that either of them will get any more plays than anything on the record, but it's still a nice addition, I think, to what's already been laid out. I am keen to hear the acoustic version of Salt, because that song is still just one that's left a huge impact on me. And I think talking about like the progression and some of that like really emotive instrument, like more calm emotive instrumentals that build up and match what we're getting from a vocalist, I love that. So yeah, I'm happy with this. I don't think it'll be something that's getting like hundreds of plays per week from me, but I think it will stay pretty steadily on the playlist, especially as we go into them actually releasing the deluxe version of the album next month. I think it may even be that when that happens and I'm revisiting the album even more, that those songs suddenly are something I'm revisiting much more, but we'll see how that plays out. I'm not sure if since these are the only two new tracks, I'm not sure if I'll make any other videos related to the deluxe release or what I'll do, but as I do, I'll just figure it out as I go. We'll see. But for now, that's my first impression. Happy with it. Feels different. Feels still in line with the album. So yeah, I like it. Catchy. Interesting. Those transitions too, the two that I had mentioned, those were probably two of my favorite moments of the song, which says a lot, because there were a lot of moments that I felt like, in the chorus, in some of the, that little pause that got me somewhere along the lines in the song. That sort of stuff also stuck out to me, but those transitions really had me excited. So anyway, those are my thoughts after listening to this for the first time. Let me know what you thought in the comments. I will link all of the Devil Wears Prada's social media, any sort of merch that you can get for the deluxe version, the video I used in the reaction portion of this, which I also really enjoyed. All that will be in the description, as well as my link tree, which will have the Patreon. Everything I offer on Patreon will be listed out, of course. I do mixtapes/playlists for Tier 3. We do monthly live streams. Sometimes I ask for input for stuff I'm doing on the channel. Working on some more stuff that I've been trying to roll out. Getting sick kind of put me behind, but now we're back to it. That will be there. The Instagram will be there, but what I was gonna say was the Discord server invite link, which is where the community is based for my YouTube channel. We have a lot of really wonderful people in there, a bunch of music lovers, in a community. So if you're interested in joining, checking that out, that will be there as well. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.